right. Hi guys, I'm gonna put something up that basically has Summer Moonwell's name all over it. Again, this is not about whoever this is. This isn't about the creator. I don't even know who she is. It's not about her. So understand that what I'm going to be showing you is extremely trigger warning, and ignore the fact that it comes from somebody's YouTube channel. I personally believe the person's YouTube channel this is coming from is the victim of the Summer Moonwell's missing children stories. So actually, my heart goes out to her, and if indeed she feels like she is in trouble or needs help or needs to get out of a certain circumstance that she is in, you should really be calling the authorities. Because what I see within the videos is torture, horror, and Summer Moonwell's missing children story. Period. I'm going to be showing you a really fast 43-page PDF that shows you what I'm talking about. This lady is portraying herself as who she is. It's not about her, but somewhere within these videos is showing the Summer Moonwell's missing children story. I recognize the room. I recognize the warehouse. This shit is in a warehouse. It shows the same walls, the same windows, the same mirrors, the same equipment, the same bullshit, disgusting, horrific abuse that these children and adults and teenagers are enduring. No one gives a fuck to stop it. I do not understand, and I think maybe that's what I need to research and understand, is why are videos like this, videos like I showed yesterday, videos of horror being allowed to air on YouTube channels that all have the same information, the same content, the same creators, the same element. The only difference is it's a different goddamn child that is being sacrificed. What the fuck is the issue? Why isn't this being discussed? And why isn't it being busted open? This video is it's as clear as can be. Trigger warning, but to tell you the truth, the trigger warnings don't mean shit. This woman, obviously, it's not her. She is the cover up for whoever is fucking putting their deep fake over the truth. I am showing you today a close-up of what is going in the eyes of these children. These are the little hearts. They are the boxes with the number 5. This is shown so clearly, and it's not covered up. So to the authorities and the FBI and whoever else is watching this channel, I am not quite sure what you would see here that would keep you from going after the truth. This is not blurry. This is not covered up. It is right there, and the title of this video is Summer Moon Wells. Summer Moon Wells is in the title of this video. These photos are basically showing what they do clearly to the eyeballs of these children. This you guys can totally see. Just like last night's video, you could totally hear the words of Arbana Papillon telling you that this is happening to the children. Her words match up to the photos. Tell me what about this photo isn't clear enough for you to go do something. This matches up with the past year and a half's pictures, descriptions, information, creators that are showing the same thing, but it's blurrier. What's going to keep you from doing something for the children? Why is it that you're not going to do anything about this? What is it? Here is a picture of the person laying down in the machinery that goes over the head, just as I showed you in the videos this whole entire week. All this is a clearer photo to the left. That's it. All it is a clearer photo. And still, you won't go do anything about it. I brought you a story. I brought you the words of a mother whose life was probably taken because she exposed it, and still nothing. Nothing. If you're going to ignore it, and if you're going to do nothing about it, please come on my channel. Please explain that to my subscribers. Please explain it to the people that are waiting for justice. Please explain it to those that have spent the last fucking year and a half trying to find Summer Moon Wells. This is what Summer Moon Wells looked like. This is what Arbana Papillon looked like. This is what Michael Vaughn looked like. This is what they all look like. Quinton, Harmony Montgomery, I'm bringing it to you, along with the words and the vocal words from a mother who watched it, and now she's dead. I would love to hear from an authority person who is in the FBI or is on these cases. Why the fuck isn't anything being done? Because you cannot tell me anymore that these pictures don't make sense. It's right in front of you. It's right in front of you. I could match up every element. The blue part, the maroon part, the white part, the room, the whole entire thing. But yet, they're going to sit and watch this fucking crazy people just get away with it. And everyone's just going to go watch whatever their faces' names are, running around the streets ranting and raving. And let me tell you something, their videos are curious as well. And what's going on with you, Don B? Not to call you out. I'm not going to put your stuff up here. But please understand, you should at least fake to put your hands on the wheel. You're not even touching the wheel in which the car you're driving. Your hands turn into a woman's hands, and all of a sudden you're holding a Mountain Dew. Do you understand that I know everything about what has been going on for over a year? Don B, what is going on with you? Have you flipped a switch? You don't look normal. You don't talk normal. You're in a car just like Benny, and you never touch your steering wheel while you're driving. At least if you're doing that, pretend to be driving. Don't keep your hands up in the air and don't look at, you're not even looking at the road. You're not even looking at the road. Your hands are flying everywhere, and then when your hands come in front, they look like a woman's hands. So Don B, I don't know what you're doing, but it's just not who you were a year ago. And all of a sudden you're driving completely different in a car that's like Benny, and everything around you is moving like a movie. You're not even on the road. We've seen that. We've been watching it. We're watching it. Yeah, I do believe that Candace is behind this. I do. Candace and Grandis. So please do not, please, whoever this lady is, I don't know who she is, it's not her. It's not her. These are the photos that she's showing. We know all these. We know all of this. Please, I beg of you, authorities, do something about it. I beg you to at least acknowledge that you're not going to do anything about it. At least come out with some sort of press conference that you're not going to do a fucking thing about it and allow these kids to die. Because I know here at WCIA, I'm not going to stop calling you out on it. Now I'm at the point where I'm going to call you out on it. Because these photos are pure indications that this is happening. Because they match right up with the children. Especially the location. This is the location, you guys. Swear to God it is. This is the same thing that Benny and Don and Candace show on the way to their airport. This is the room. And anyone that is guilty, you know I'm right. There's the head on the left-hand side, on the number 5, the maroon, the green, the white, blah 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 blah. All the same. The blood is on the authorities. I have seriously given enough information to do something about it, or at least acknowledge the fact that you're going to do shit about it. Nothing. She's not using Don B, I don't think, because Don B is driving without his hands on the road. I don't know what he's doing. But these are sacrifices that are being shown. These are sacrifices. And Summer Moon Wells' name is underneath it. This is nothing more than a sacrifice. With someone's deep fake face put over it. Just someone else's face put over it. That's all. There's no difference between these photos and what's going on with the children. None. She has that shit around her neck and the stuff on her face and nothing. And she is in that same location as the Wells and Benny were when they went to the airport. I intuitively know that. This is what's going on. The pictures here are identical to the Summer Moon Wells missing children's cases, you guys. They're identical. This is what they do to the eyeball. There's the heart. The only difference is it's another victim, and these are really, really clear. What about this doesn't show enough to get the authorities up off their ass to do something? This photo here even has the lips, same thing. Summer Moon Wells has that same thing on her face. See the one all the way to the right? Wait, let me grab that one. This one here, in the middle photo, this here is what is on Summer Moon Wells' photos and Michael Vaughn's, at least that I've saw it on both. This right here. Eyeball being removed. These are the clippers. Yada yada. You're watching the whole entire process. And the bottom squares show lots of different women. So when her face does that, I'm not saying she's doing it. Someone's doing it. Someone's changing her face like that. What you see to the left is just part of where they are. I know that that's part of the equipment. I know that that is the wood, and I know that that's new lumber. This is the room. This is where they go. We have seen this before, you guys. We have seen this before. Not once, not twice, but at least 10 times. How many pages is this? 43. Let me see, did I put up the right one? 44. This here is the room that all this shit is happening in. Right there is the exact equipment that Benny shows in his phone 24/7 with those heads on those things. Do something about it, TBI. I don't care if you think these look crazy. They match. These match. They match. This photo here, right here, is exactly what the children's heads look like, covered in blood. This is what Chris Watts' son looks like. Chris Watts' son looks just like that. Frickin' do something about it. We're not here to just listen to our own self talk. We're here to bring justice. Here to bring justice. And you're not going to keep hiding it because I'm going to still keep fucking showing it. It's the same across the board. For over a year, I've been showing the same thing across the board. I would like to hear from you why the fuck you don't give a shit. Why? Why is it that someone else's face could show up in the corner of someone's video and show that? That person isn't even supposed to be in the video. This is torture. This person is being brutalized. Her eye is being removed. Her head is against the wall that I've been showing you. They have a contraction of a number 5 around their neck. Nothing has changed. It's all the same. All the same. And I'm not going to stop. I would like to know what the hell is happening. The big picture and the big story, for anyone who's looking for a big story in any of those channels, is what the fuck is happening. Why aren't they looking? Or why aren't they doing anything? Nothing. Nothing. I'm not showing clairvoyant, medium, fake shit photos. I get my stuff through a mediumship. I get my stuff through my clairvoyance. But I am showing you stuff that backs it up and it all matches. None of my elements have changed and none of them have been added. This is all the same shit. Her head is in the rocks. Her head's in the rocks. Her head is sticking out of the rocks. On the side of a road, you guys. No. No. They still think that this baby Quinton is in the landfill. Ask the mother where the baby is. Here it is. That is the box in which her head is sitting. Left-hand side is the box in which her head is sitting. Those are the maroon boxes behind her. This is the situation. This is the room. All you gotta do is ask them. Hey, at least tell us you asked them. At least say, oh, you know what? We're on this. I've got great information from a certain, all these different YouTubers that have these particular... Do something about it instead of watching the YouTubers that are running around like chickens with their heads cut off, screaming like crazy people. Screaming like crazy people, but not even talking about the elements and not talking about the things that investigative reporters, what they do is they compare elements, stick to the elements, make sure that they keep repeating and repeating, and you have a story. That's what I have here. That's what I have here. I have a story that is worth looking at. I have a story that shows all the pieces. I have that here. And it's very clear. What is on this... Now, let me explain. It's not her. What is on this woman's face and on her eye is exactly what's on all the children's faces, you guys. Why? 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 Why don't you care? Why? If they want answers to Quinton's, let them go over to the gas station I picked out. Have them go look down instead of up. Look down. There are answers to be found. Those are the maroon boxes. That's the number V. Ask the right questions. Go to the right people. It's as clear as a bell what is connected to this person's head. The same thing that gets connected to all the children's heads. Bring this. Print it. You guys print this shit and show it to someone. Bring it to your authorities. This is what's happening to all these victims that actually make it on YouTube and they have a story to be told. The victims that are being protected are the victims that are all over YouTube, and they're the victims all over YouTube that no one's telling the goddamn story. I don't know what they're talking about. They're talking about nonsense. There's no fucking way they've never seen my channel. I've been here as long as Molly Golightly's been talking about Summer Moon Wells. Everyone thinks they're the only ones, but it's because they wouldn't pay attention over here. Tiffany Marie called me a troll. The reporting room, whatever it's called, the interview room, totally ignored me. And you know, all that stuff doesn't make sense to me because I'm still here. And no one will talk about this shit. Maybe is it a possibility they're all working together? All of a sudden, Benny Keys is friendly with the girl behind the wall, who I have really kind of a lot of photos of. All the people that are covering these stories, I have really kick-ass crazy photos. I'm not saying they're guilty. What I'm saying is they are not even responding to it. Want to know how they respond? Oh, you better take that down. Okay, so you want me to take down a photo of you that I have you covered in blood next to a child that was just murdered, but yet you won't be like, oh, where did she find that? No, they rather just take it down. That's a red flag to me. Major red flag. Major red flag. Won't talk about it. You creators won't talk about this shit. No, what you'll do is like bring it up and try to make fun of it and belittle it. Look at her eye. And belittle it in order to make people think that this isn't true. It doesn't work anymore that way. It's been too long. Oh, I have landscapers out there. It's been too long. You can't play that card anymore. I've been here way too long showing the same things repeatedly and the same elements, and I've been very consistent. It's the same group that is on YouTube that won't touch it. This is basically titled Summer Moon Wells' videos. But the YouTube channels that have 30,000 hits on one video of them screaming in the fucking streets makes no sense to me. Why don't you take that audience and show them something that they could do something with? Go do something with these videos. Go do something with this. This isn't normal. I should really close my window. Is that noise bothering you? Someone's doing the lawn. Not my lawn. That's bothering you. Like, this doesn't bother you. This doesn't like, wait, let me close my window. This isn't like, oh, look at, that channel's been around. No, instead, they're going to say stuff like, oh, she's crazy. Like, what's his face on, I don't even remember. I don't even remember names of channels because it doesn't resonate with me, these names of these channels, because I don't give a fuck about them. I don't care who they are. All I know is they have way larger platforms than I do to make this viral, to show people that this is what they're doing to our children. This is what they're doing to the people, and they're getting away with it. But my curiosity goes to the creators that have a platform to make a difference. I am smart enough and intuitive enough and clairvoyant enough to know when that one creator, as soon as a creator opens up their voice and says, oh, blah, 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 oh my God, the spirit world and the children go crazy. It gives them fuel to eat you up. Eat you up. The person who called me out has so much information on these fucking children that it's insane. And you know what? I have it all in the file. You know why? Because you called me out. The hell is that? You called me out. And you call me out in a way that is negative. I think they're cutting my tree down. Negative. And when that happens, all it does is fuels the children that are waiting for justice. They're like, fuck you, dude. And pictures like this are the truth. I don't care if you think it looks nuts. Do something about it instead of running around the goddamn streets like a lunatic screaming with a mask on. I see you. I see you. I see all of you. I see you. I see you. I see you, what you're doing. I see it. I'm not going to blabber it all out here. You know why? Because I don't want the drama on my channel. I don't want the drama on my channel of everyone talking about nonsense. But let me tell you something. I fucking see all of you. It's pathetic. It's disgusting. And it's uncalled for. You are not here for the sake of the missing children. You are here to make money and make fools of yourselves. That's it. You have a whole entire group. Whatever that group is, you're all going to go down with the crew. Forget Don Wells. There's more than Don Wells. More than Don Wells. Way more. These pictures show the truth. This is not the girl that you think it is. It's someone else that is being sacrificed within the room that I have seen over and over. Her head is in a hole, you guys. That is the location to the left-hand side. This is the room. This is the same room they showed at the fake airport. The fake airport. There's some days, and I would say today is one of those days that I am fuming. I think it's because Halloween is coming around the corner. I don't know why. And my body is like, you've got to be joking. Trigger warning. This is what they're doing. That is the machine. Her head is there. Now let me show you guys something, how those little teeny lights start to show up. I'm going to continue. They show the whole process of the eye removal. There's the V. And here come the lights. It winds up with 3 lights. When I tell you that this matches up identically to what they have shown and I have put on my YouTube channel for over 16 months. This is the clearest I have seen of an eyeball. And let me tell you guys something. It has every step in it that I have in the videos that I have shown. This is uncalled for. This is above and beyond my comprehension, and above and beyond my comprehension of the authorities in the world, and nobody has done anything. Nothing. Watch those little lights. These are different faces. I'll come back to that. These are photos of different people. Let me go back. These are photos because when I get closer, I'll show you on a different one that they're different faces that appear in the smallest corner. Right? And this lady's video, and it's not about her. My heart actually goes out to her. I actually feel a sense of she needs a hug. I feel a sense of scaredness. I feel a sense of she's being used, and I don't have any feeling of guilt for her. The person's face that they're using is not the one of the guilty. It's the one underneath her face, which I believe is going to either be Candace or Grandis, is the guilty one. So nobody go to this person's channel and act as if it's her. Someone is being used as the deep fake cover-up. It's a very important thing for everyone on my channel to hear and understand. It isn't about her. These pictures can make me vomit. That's how clear they are. This is what they're doing. They're peeling away. They are peeling away skin, and they are making videos for the deep dark web, and for some reason this video is not covered up very well. Now, I am not here just to show a video of skin being removed. I am here to show the fucking audience and to get the authorities to do something about it. To bring justice to these children, to talk about it, make a story about it. I don't care about using my, just use this shit and figure it out. The kids are really waiting for justice. I am showing you photos about a story that a lady probably was murdered over, telling the story of the children. She actually said that she believes Summer Moon Wells was one of those children in the hole. She saw Summer Moon Wells' bicycle, you guys. She saw a child with the head shaven. I don't get it. All the children want is their story to be recognized, their story to be told, their story to be understood, and for it to stop. For it to stop. This is the Summer Moon Wells missing children story, and this is what they're doing to them. Period. What about these photos is confusing? Nothing. What about these photos is normal? What about these photos shows, oh, this isn't really real? Nothing. They are doing this to their faces, you guys. Correct, Lisa. Arbana, to me, is a hero. I don't care if Arbana was part of it. I don't care if she was born into it. I don't care about that because she was brave enough to come forward and discuss it and tell the truth. And she knew that she was in the middle of it. What she was saying is it's real, it's in her area, it's in her family. They use the trucks, they use the companies, they use her family's land. She told where it was, everything. That's it. We don't know how she died. We'll never know. Maybe one day we'll know. But there's nothing about this, is it? That's the heart that she's swishing on her face. These are skins. They're called skins. Just like Ryan Upchurch uses that word skins. I don't know why he uses that word, but it's the same thing. Same thing. There's no difference between what she's doing. And it's not this lady from, you guys, it's not the lady on the channel. All of these faces start to change. The small faces on the bottom show all different women. Let me show you. When I go into the smallest of the smallest, like I said before, it shows different faces. But I think what page is that? 41? Let's see. Yeah, I put it here. These faces are all different. If you look at the faces that are popping up above the head, they layer it in threes. They somehow have these layered in boxes, and they have them layered in like cages. The faces are all different, and all they do is then blend them together to create the deep fake. I know that's how they do it because I've seen the layers. If you look closely, these are just layers that they're using this lady on. They're using this lady on her channel to layer it. She is the one who's the victim, you guys. Okay? It's super important that I explain that. See the different faces? I know it's hard to understand, but it's the faces there that are being brutalized. She is the deep fake that is using her face to cover it up. It's equipment that is very easy to get a hold of. I've seen this equipment in action. I've seen it. I used to go to China five times a year. I used to spend half my year in there for 20 years. And I've gone to all these shows. I've seen all these. I've gone in booths where the booth can make me do and see and act any way I want to. That's exactly what they're doing here. You don't have to be smart to do it. You just have to have the money to get the equipment. That's all. It's got nothing to do with smart, or you could be a dumbass and know how to do this shit. No offense. This is what the full face looks like. And it's what's happening in the smaller corner that is the victim. The victim in the middle is a whole different face than hers. Let me grab it. Let me show you. I don't want to brighten up or anything because it gets like funky looking. But if you look at that face up top, that's the victim. That's the victim. They layer it. They layer it in threes, like I've said, and it's the face on the top. That's the face on the top that is going through this sacrifice. And many of those faces on top are young children. So their small little faces and their small little bodies, see that face on top, can be hidden. They just use a larger woman. They just use someone who's a larger face. Someone who could cover this whole situation up. See those faces? This is the stuff I've been explaining. And it would be up to, if this lady knows, it would be up to her to say something. Maybe she's in a situation that's too dangerous. Maybe she can't say anything. Maybe she's locked up somewhere. Maybe she just can't. But this is what this situation is. To the left are the boxes. All the way on the right side up on top is the room. That's the room. I am sorry that I'm just so pissed off today, but I have to be honest with you guys. I just am at the point where it's so clear, some of this information. Yeah. Is my stuff not clear all the time? To me, it's clear, but absolutely I don't make it that clear to you guys all the time. That's on the neck. It's nothing different. I've been showing this. I've been showing this. What is your problem, authorities? What is your problem, law enforcement? What is it? What is it that you don't want to see or do anything about this? Just tell us what the problem is. How about that? Tell me what the problem is that you don't want to see this and you don't want to do anything about it. What? What is it? It's so obvious. These are different people on the bottom, you guys. These are not the same people. Someone here is laying on a table, being completely destroyed from head to toe. Someone is laying on this table, being peeled away. Peeled away. And this room is not a room that would be too difficult to find. Put 1, 2, and 3 together. 1 + 1 is 2. Just do that across the board with the elements that I have pointed out, and you'd be able to find the room. Not that complicated. But unfortunately, I'm not the authorities. Unfortunately, I can't make anyone declare justice through the eyes of the law, because if I could, I would. All I could do is consistently repeat and repeat and repeat and show element after element after element and do as the children are asking me to do. Tell their story, channel their story, show the elements, and pray. And pray. Because if you think what you're looking at is a normal video, that's okay. Compare it to all the other videos that I have put up. They all look the same. They are all the same. If I was changing elements and I was changing groups and I was changing information and just showing all these different things like the heart turning to a circle, no, nothing's changed. They're using a cookie cutter. And because they're using a cookie cutter, it kind of makes your job a little easier. Kind of makes your job a little easier. This here photo is the name of the game. Sorry, trigger warning, but let me tell you something. I could probably put up, which I have, a live video, which I have, of this process in motion, which I have, and it still wouldn't make a difference. These children need justice. The authorities really should answer to the people that are waiting for justice, should answer to the people that don't fucking understand why you're ignoring it. Why did you ignore the photos and the video of QUINTONSIMON completely brutalized by his mother? I don't get it. All we're doing is asking for answers. All we're doing is asking for you to answer the question, why are you doing nothing? Why are you ignoring the things in these pictures that have been shown for over a year? That is really where I am right now. That's what I would like to know. Why is it that I've been showing hearts and eyes and things like this and all these children? Why is it that this is being completely ignored, not talked about, not acknowledged, and no one's being arrested for it? And it still continues on YouTube. Why? Why? I am not going to fucking stop for these kids. I really don't give a shit if you don't do anything till the day I die. I will not stop calling you out and making you all look like fucking fools for doing nothing. One day, someone is going to be like, wait a minute. These are kids that are being murdered on YouTube on the deep dark web, and this lady over here has been showing it. Wait a minute. I don't get it. And they will be, I'm going the week of the 4th to LA. That is not changed. I have very powerful people over there that I know. And let me tell you, one of my main goals is to get this aired by YouTube. I know the people over YouTube. I've been to their location in California. I was there when they gave out the Women of the Year awards to the top producers on YouTube. And let me tell you guys something. I will do whatever I can. I can't promise anything, but I can tell you that this shit will be shown. Be like, hey, here it is. They already know what my YouTube channel is. I want them to do something about it. Meaning, look into the channels of the people doing this. I could give them a list. So even if the authorities, you church, just sit on your ass and put a pacifier in your mouth because you're scared shitless to touch it, there's another way of going about it. The media. I've already tried twice. As I wait, my case gets stronger and stronger and stronger. The law enforcement is completely disappointing the children waiting for justice. What the fuck is wrong with this photo that you don't see? Between this photo, this photo, this photo. Come on. I just would like to know why. That will probably be the first question that the guy that I know over there at YouTube will ask. I don't understand. Why aren't they doing anything? You want to know what I'm going to say? Because law enforcement doesn't do shit. And that's the story that you need to be told. That's the story I want you to do. That's the story I need. Is the why. Why? When I could match up these blue faces and these red faces and whatever else is on these bodies across the board for over a year, I have this shit on Summer Moon Wells. I have this in Benny's videos. I have this on the boat. I have that on all the victims that I have been looking at. I don't care how dumb it looks. I didn't pick these elements. They picked elements that look like that on purpose. This is what I want. I will try my best to use the people that I know in business. And have someone touch this story that isn't involved and doesn't have any ties to it. Because this story will bring them views. Because it should go to someone who has a large enough platform to show it. And that is YouTube. It's YouTube. I want to say one more time, this has nothing to do with the person who created this channel. She is being used as a deep fake over the truth. Because everything in her video, all of the elements in her video points to Summer Moon Wells missing children, all the way down to this little thing that you're looking at. This here is the machine with the heart on top. I will not stop. I would love for the authorities to explain why they're doing nothing. I would love for the authorities to explain what about these pictures say that they're normal photos and these people are not victims. There's nothing. These children are begging for justice. I'm begging the other YouTube video creators who are not involved in this and do not make money because they're covering shit up to do something about these videos. Stop being passive. Stop playing the martyr, the victim, whatever you're doing. Look. Look at what's happening. Look and talk about it as if you don't give a shit if you get no views. As if you give a shit if someone talks about you. Because whatever law enforcement is supposed to be doing something about this is going to go down at the end of the day. Because this is exactly what law enforcement is supposed to do. They're supposed to do something. Not allow ourselves to walk the streets, live in a world of people that are cutting out eyeballs and getting away with it. Supposed to do something. On that note, you guys, I am calling it a day. I will be back tomorrow. You guys, I will send you a photo of I'm going to send you a photo of my Halloween costume. I am being Wanda, the witch from Marvel. The kick-ass outfit. I'm going to be Wanda, and I'm going to play witchy. We have a huge party, and that's what I'm doing. My Wanda Witch is going to be for all the kiddies. Got to be a kid. I love you all. Thank you for being here. Donna, I hope you're feeling better. I send you prayers. Hi to all my members that are here. Sorry I didn't introduce you. My eyes are falling out of my head. I don't know, guys. I'm keeping the faith, but I'm just right now this morning, I really would like to hear why the authorities aren't doing shit. And I will be in California the week of the 4th, and I will let you know what happens. I will be at the YouTube location. I've been there before. I've worked the Oscars, and that's where I met them. And we hit it off. We were supposed to do a show together, but COVID hit. So here is to all the children. Here is to bringing justice. Here is to understanding why the authorities are doing nothing. And here's to keep showing it in your faces and blasting it out there and shoving it down your throats, what is going on in this world. I love you all. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. And I will be talking to you guys tomorrow sometime. I may just go live. Maybe I'll just go live at my party because I will be dressed up as Wanda, which will be great. And have a safe holiday weekend. I will talk to you, but have a safe holiday weekend. And here's to the children that cannot go out and celebrate Halloween. I love you all. God bless you all. And I will talk to you soon. Good night, guys. Or goodbye, guys, or good morning.